in energy security expenses recorded by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited in 2023 and 2024. Okay, article's proposal, that's the final paragraph I'll take, or second to the last paragraph, comes against the backdrop of the consequences of the subsidy withdrawal, which has triggered a hike in transportation costs, subjecting millions of Nigerians to untold hardship as families struggle to afford basic needs. Though the federal government has consequently defended it as necessary to prevent fiscal collapse and redirect public finance to infrastructure, education, healthcare, and job creation, Nigerians have continued to contend with elevated petrol prices and the wider cost of living impact of the subsidy removal. Okay, number one, I think Nigerians should just shine their eyes, shine their ears, and shine their hearts or their minds to what is happening in Nigeria now. There's a hint of desperation we can see from our politicians.
No hint, it is a display.
I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous that having complained so many years, the National Assembly has said, no, we can't do this again. As at 2023, states were going hand in cap to the presidency, borrowing to pay salaries. There was one time in even before Jonathan left, they had to go borrow to pay federal staff. Now, we've gone through that. There's no doubt that the implication of the petrol subsidy withdrawal has been there, considering that also the forex normalization. It is pretty obvious that Nigerians are reeling from the pains of the petrol subsidy withdrawal. However, what this has done, it has put more money in the hands of state government. How they've done that, that's another kettle of fish altogether. However, having our presidential candidate, all of them saying we will withdraw this as at 2023, reversing because they want to win an election, I think it is disingenuous. I think it is not fair on the psyche of Nigerians, having stable the ship with what we have presently.
You know, the thing is, during campaigns, we are bound to hear all sorts of things from candidates who are vying for public offices, and so it's an attempt to sell their market, and convince Nigerians, and not to confuse Nigerians on why they should vote for them. And so again, like you said, this is time for Nigerians to shine their eyes, shine their ears, and shine their hearts. And yes, removal of the petrol subsidy was not easy on us, but it was done in the best interest of the nation. And so for Atiku to say he wants to bring it back, and then under the grammar that they have refined it, I'm not understanding. But again, let us shine our eyes.
Joshua, you took the words out of my mouth, because this is, that means if Abubakar Atiku becomes president, it is glaringly a retrogressive government, because we can't be taking 10 steps forward and be taking 50 steps backward. Just yesterday, or was it 2-3 days ago, we read out, you know, the amounts that was being allocated
for campaigns.
You know, to governors after when they were sharing their allocations, and the one that stood for that they could have paid for subsidy, you know, it was in 2 trillion. Josh also stated that, you know, governors are now, you know, paying salaries. They're now, even local governments are now receiving, you know, part of this allocation. And Nigerians, beware of any retrogressive government. I don't understand why some of these people are now saying things that are now making us look and feel stupid.
Exactly.
They think they can say whatever, they can just throw things at us and then we'll accept. I'm really,
do you know what we call bait?
I'm really
literally
angry. Yeah,
bait is when you have this
you
little
know,
fish
and
you
say,
put
okay,
it in the
take
water just to catch the bigger ones.
Just to catch the bigger ones.
What
it's not
he's
nice.
literally dangling in front of Nigerians is, look, let me cushion the effect of this thing. I wish he would have had a better and more plausible debate or conversation with saying the 12 trillion that NNPCL supposedly couldn't account for between 2023 and 2024 should be well documented, and you can attack that and say, look, the present administration has done this and this with the windfall from the withdrawal of the subsidy. I think I would do this and this and this to make sure that Nigerians can feel the impact of having more monies in their coffers. That argument of going backwards is retrogressive. It is not good for the nation. And we can't continue to have policies somersault every time someone feels that it was a general agreement by every candidate as at 2023. Look, that this subsidy is not sustainable. And having to go back to that conversation again in 2026, like I said before, it is disingenuous. Having said that, let's move on to the next story.
Nigerians should hold their governors accountable.
That is where we should be having the...
That is where we...
And with the presidency also trying to ensure that local government can get their allocations directly, I think it is good. Just ask your local government chairman. We don't even know our local government chairman.
Joshua, you don't know.
I know. I met him one way. I was the MC, and I asked him, I said, do you know that I'm in your constituency? Just that the road in my area. Okay, moving on.
The road to your house.
UK warns citizens against travel to 11 Nigerian states again. Now, the United Kingdom has advised its citizens against all travel to parts of 11 Nigerian states, while warning against all but essential travel to parts of 19 states and the Federal Capital Territory. The advisory was contained in the latest Nigeria travel advice published by the UK Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office on Thursday. According to the advisory, updated on August 12, 2026, the FCDO advised against all travel to Borno, Yobe, Adamawa, Gombe State in the northeast. It also warns against all travel to Katsina and Zamfara State in the northwest. In the southeast and south-south, the UK advised against all travel to riverine areas of Delta, Bayelsa, Rivers, Akwa Ibom, and Cross River State. The FCDO defined the affected areas as the river and swamp locations accessible by boat but not by road. Interesting. The UK government also advised against all but essential travel to Bauchi State in the northeast. In the northwest, Kaduna, Kano, Kebbi, Jigawa, and Sokoto states were placed under the same advisory. The FCDO further listed Niger, Kogi, Plateau, Taraba, Kwara, and Benue State in the north central region as areas where it advised against all but essential travel. The advisory also covered the Federal Capital Territory, including Abuja. In the southeast and south-south, the UK advised against all but essential travel to Abia State, Anambra State, and Imo State, as well as non-riverine areas of Delta, Bayelsa, and Rivers State. Okay. So I was looking for Oshun. So since Oshun is not in this...
You don't care?
No, that's not it. But what's this essence of this tribal advisory? See, I don't want to say some things coming to my head, but foreign governments have not really helped. Or some of the incidences we've had in Zamfara and Adamawa can be traced to the incursion of foreign interests into Nigeria. So they're very comfortable to say, our citizens, don't go to these areas, but when you want to get money or you want to further your interest, you can go there. Well, that's for UK citizens. So if you like, go. If you like, don't go. But Nigerians, I know that they cannot live their lives except they stay in some of these states. That is where they have no option than to go travel to these states. They have no option than to go to riverine areas. They say places you can get to by water and not by road. Well, some areas in the world, it's an island. That's why it's called an island. You can't access it by road except by water. So having said that, well, UK, now we don't know, but you can't pick and choose what you really want. Yes. Okay.
I just want to add something that, federal government has been doing everything, concerning insecurity, fighting insecurity in Nigeria. There have been some expansion. The Nigerian Army expanded from 8 to 12 active divisions. The state policing bill is also in progress. So I just want to tell you that if you need to come, don't worry. Nobody is going to kidnap you. You are fine. A lot is being done to fight insecurity.
United States also does the same thing.
They always
issue advisory.
Issue
all European countries do. In fact, they get us heightened, they get us tensed with their advisory. I wonder what the advice. They should set up an advisory council of where to go. But when they want to, don't let me go into that conversation. It's all about interest. And for Nigerians, Nigeria will be better. Nigeria will be better. Very soon they will say you can go to all during elections. You can go to all states of the federation, 36 states and the federal capital. Over now to you guys, your stories.
But really, do these people, do they really adhere to these advisories? Because
that's yet to be seen. But they said some states you can travel there is for essential reasons. I don't know what's essential.
What is essential?
Yeah,
anyway,
if you have no option.
Anyway, I'll take my story now. Tinubu host Adeleke urges magnanimity after Osun victory. President Bola Tinubu on Thursday urged Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke to demonstrate magnanimity in victory and promote unity, peace and stability following his re-election in the state governorship election. Tinubu made the call when he received Adeleke at the presidential villa Abuja, where the governor visited to thank the president for what he described as ensuring a free and fair election in Osun State. The governor also presented the president with his certificate of return for the electoral victory. Tinubu appealed for magnanimity in victory for all political actors, regardless of party. Citing Adeleke's re-election, Tinubu urged the governor to translate the mandate into governance rather than triumphalism. He described Adeleke as occupying a unique position to shape a broader legacy beyond the immediate electoral win. I saw the video online yesterday, and you know, as Adeleke was ascending the stairs, President Tinubu said, "Excellency, you're welcome. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir." And I was thinking, Adeleke is in a court party and is going to present his certificate of return to Mr. President. Is this how it is done? Is this the usual ritual? Is this how it is supposed to be done?
Or is it how
is that a question or a rhetorical one?
I'm asking.
Is that meant to be answered?
Yes. It's not
everything in Nigeria is about rainbow coalition now. You can be in PDP, support APC, like Wike is doing. You can be like Oyinlola that supported out of the blue from PDP, decided to support Ambo during the last election. They just concluded election. You can be like so many party stalwarts that, or you can be like the ADC secretary that said they supported Adeleke to win. Somebody said somewhere that he's a professional liar or something. So, so you have so many people that can claim that they can go to where their bread is buttered, literally. So in Nigeria, and it has happened all over the world. So it's not about Nigeria alone. So you can see some of these staunch supporters of Republicans supporting Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris against Donald Trump and in the last election. So you have it, even the Bushies also giving their support somehow, some sort to the Democratic candidate. Having said that, in Nigeria, it is across, I can cite so many examples, like all the APGA in Anambra State, Professor Soludo is in APGA and said, look, our vote is for President Tinubu during the presidential election. You can remember the coalition, the G5, during the 2023 election.
Or the coalition.
Yes, no, they all supported, and they are from the PDP and opposition parties. Even the Labour governor in Abia State, Alex Otti is also, he has been taciturn as to who he supports for the presidential election. Everybody say his body language. He has commended President Tinubu several times. So And there are so many undertones to Adeleke's going to the presidential villa. There's the assumption that the president is also from Osun State. There's the assumption that the president allowed him to win the election by not really deploying federal might to Osun. Yes.
By not deploying what? Federal might?
Yes.
Okay.
The president, do you know what happened in the Ekiti State during Fayose? The guy got a barrel of the gun to his behind. So, I mean, you couldn't leave the government house. There are so many instances I can cite. You know, even in Rivers State, remember, the place was like another military zone during 2015 election or 2019 election in Rivers State during the tenure of Nyesom Wike, where women had to go naked just to protect their votes.
Did you have to say that, Josh?
I said go naked. That wasn't an explicit, right? Was I?
Go.
So what I'm saying in essence is, in Nigeria, but with what we're practicing at the moment, the situation is go where your interest lies.
The politics of interest.
My concern. And
so he went to see
Mr.
Mr. President. Mr. President allowed him to become.
He has said it, over and over again, that I'm supporting Mr. President Tinubu for the presidential elections. Okay. If he wasn't, would you have still taken his certificate of return to him? I'm asking, is it a ritual? Is it a normal process?
No, who
wins like an off-cycle election to take their certificates of return to Mr. President?
Yeah, maybe.
Is it? Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just kidding. No, that's not the ritual. Though. If you want to see Mr. President, you can see Mr. President, and I think this is just a one-off thing. And so many people have done that. Okay. Oyembanji may have gone and not captured on camera. Recently considered.
Is it the one that won or the one that lost?
No, I'm talking about
Ekiti
election. So, it's Mr. President. Mr. President is the father of the nation, whether you are in PDP, APC, ABGA, or TVC.
Okay, let's come back to Lagos.
He's not a father, he's a son.
He's the father of the nation.
I don't like that. Do you call Trump the father of Americans?
Trump is not in Nigeria.
Do you call Trump the father of Americans? Please, let's move on.
Are you too dumb?
Are you denying your father now?
My father is at home. Emala.
Okay, Lagos State government targets 3.5 gigawatts power supply, seeks private investment. The Lagos State government is seeking to turn its huge electricity demand into a bankable market capable of attracting investment in generation and distribution, as the government targets about 3.5 gigawatts to tackle persistent power shortages across the state. The plan was discussed on Thursday at the Lagos State High-Level Strategic Power Town Hall, where government officials, regulators, electricity operators, and investors examined why the state continues to receive less than 1 gigawatt from a national grid capable of transmitting considerably more. The gap between available supply and Lagos electricity needs formed the central concern of the meeting, with officials arguing that simply adding generation capacity would not resolve the problem without a functioning system for contracting, delivering, metering, and paying for electricity. The special advisor to the President on Power and chairman of the Presidential Task Force on Power Sector Reset and Restoration, Rilwan Babalola, said Lagos now had an opportunity to demonstrate what a commercially viable electricity market could look like under Nigeria's emerging decentralized power regime. He said the proposed Clean Lagos electricity market would initially test a 500 megawatts model built around aggregating demand, contracting directly with power suppliers, guaranteeing payment, and allowing electricity to move through an open access network. He said the first 500 megawatts phase should not be scaled prematurely, arguing that Lagos must first establish that customers could be identified, electricity delivered and metered, and generators and other participants paid transparently. It's a long read, but the state government is targeting a 3.5 gigawatts power supply and also seeking for private investment.
Before we go into that, I want to call out Ikeja Electric. I've not had power
supply.
Yeah, since Saturday. Sunday morning, and as at this morning, when I left the house, there still was no power. So you can continue with your 3.5 gigabytes and gigabytes.
So yeah, so if this comes to be, you won't be having issues like this anymore.
Okay.
Is it a collab between you and Jibola?
They stay in the same.
We say
Because
the same,
Jibola complained. I saw it on. Was it on
access.
Instagram? Jibola complaining about Ikeja Electric.
Yes. We say
You know, you guys are the A band.
Band A.
And we're on band A. I don't know why we're not priority. Why they have not attended.
Please go and check your band. I hope she's not
Are you
rusty.
sure?
Maybe they've not moved us to band
Band
D.
D.
I hope your band is not. I hope your band is not rusty.
We are bandless.
No, it's quite obvious. It's a general.
But we'll be
fault,
having like serious like 20.
That is
Are you on band A?
That is how it is.
No. I'm not on any
It's
band.
bandless.
I'm bandless.
You're a
Bandit.
bandit. Stealing electricity.
No,
You're a
don't go there.
bandit.
No. I don't steal electricity.
Okay,
I pay
so
for
what
my
band are
electricity.
you?
I'm not on any band.
Ha!
Let's take the
Judge
hashtag.
Bob.
He's going to judge Bob.
Hashtag is Tony is on hashtag today. I watched the video, and do we have some of the pictures? I wish we can play the video. So, but I guess we can't this morning.
I like what happened.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that she called him by name, but I like the fact that he corrected her there and then.
And it wasn't rude about
He
it.
wasn't
rude
rude
about
about
it,
it. He
yeah.
said you call me TOE
You can call me Mr. Elumelu.
or Mr. Elumelu.
That's simple. So, but for me, in a gathering like that, even though maybe it's the office policy, you call yourself names by first name, which is normal procedure, but for crying out loud, you are in Nigeria.
Yes.
Number one, we in Nigeria we prostrate to greet people.
We-
I even have
Yoruba,
some interns. The
Yoruba.
one I saw this morning, she curtsied and bowed, so it was like a double greeting.
Who considered
Yeah.
about
Well, an intern,
to
yes.
greet you?
Yeah, to
Oh,
greet
okay.
me. So she was confused whether to take a bow,
Ah.
because I've always
Is she
corrected
confused?
them like,
Is she
if you're,
confused about her gender?
don't let us go into that one.
Okay.
So I said, if you were a lady, you curtsy, and if you're a guy, you take a bow, like you just bow. That's just normal procedure. But I think back to the issue, I think he didn't say anything that is out of place. I don't know why we're making it an issue, but in Nigeria, we want to entrench bad culture. How can you tell somebody who is older than you, old enough to be your father, you call him Tony? Nitori Kini. Sorry, is this Yoruba? Okay, sorry. It's an English. But this is what I'm saying. It is absolutely
Please, if we need to
ridiculous
speak
for you
Yoruba,
to
let us
feel
speak Yoruba. We're
slighted
talking
for
about
someone
culture.
correcting you. So all I would do is, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Ilumelu.
And she did not even
And
apologize. She didn't. She just went on.
No, she said,
to-
okay,
She just said, okay,
Mr.
Mr. Elumelu, and this is my question. And she went
so
on.
I think one again, I'm also very, other ladies or young people would have been faced by that correction. But I like the fact that she moved on. But maybe later she can go say thank you very much. But she's courageous
She can
enough
go and
to.
say what? Thank you very much.
You can go apologize now. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Oh,
I thought
okay.
they were, perhaps some people must have said president for calling him Tony.
I saw another video
Yeah.
of a lady. Her name is Chisom. Of course, she lives and works in America. And she was interviewing him. And she said, okay, Tony, let's continue with this talk or conversation. And he said, oh, okay. And the argument was like, look,
abroad, they called you
they
Tony.
are calling you Tony
You
now.
didn't say
You didn't say anything.
See, it
They are
depends.
different.
It depends on.
Depends
It depends
on
on
the-
where you are.
Exactly.
The culture, because he's in America, then the culture differs to what happens in Nigeria, and we can't just say because this is what is practiced in UK, in Europe, and Americas. So we now adopt it here in Nigeria, hook, line, and
We're
sinker.
not
It doesn't
Americans.
really
We're
work
not.
that way. We are like.
Yesterday-
I need to put it out
That
there.
is why yesterday was
Isheshe
recognized. Yes, Isheshe. Do not let us forget our culture. As Yoruba people, I don't know what some parents are teaching their kids at home. I've heard that some parents don't mind if their kids don't even greet them.
Eh?
That's why, yes, that's why you see children these days. I saw one lady, you know, who complained bitterly that, you know, her neighbor's kids
don't greet.
They don't greet. Then she would even greet them to teach them. You know, she would say, "Good morning, sir." You know,
hopefully they don't take. Hopefully the parents don't take offense.
You know,
Hopefully the parents don't take offense, because in Nigeria now you can't even correct other people's kids.
You just see some children, they're just looking at you. We have them here. We have some of them here.
Yes, we do.
We do.
No, even staff members. So don't let me get into it.
Let me tell you about a staff member here.
Yeah,
when I started work here, and I was greeting, and the person never responded. And when I asked the person, "I've been greeting you now, kilo day, if you're down," I said, "Oh, okay, now I know."
And that's why I extended the same courtesy to those people. And but even for people that are young, see, it's a bad culture. And I'm sure I've shared my experiences with you about some people that literally don't greet me because they feel that maybe I did something or not. And I said, that doesn't.
I didn't do anything. You don't have to do anything.
By the way, I didn't do anything. But it was the way, and I think they feel slighted because they feel. Don't let us get into that. Let's talk about the lady. I appreciate you for taking correction by saying.
Did she have a choice? What do you mean? I appreciate you. Josh, what do you mean?
I said for saying Mr. Elumelu, she picked on and moved on.
Yeah, she moved on.
So you appreciate her.
Ordinarily, somebody would have been confused and just sit down and be flustered and not know what next to say.
And for those people who say, your Igbo people do not have culture.
We have culture.
So you can say TOE or Mr. Elumelu. That's the right thing to say. Okay, we need to go. I like these messages I receive from Nikki. Okay, we'll take a very short break. Our guest is standing by. We're looking at the art of comedy. Yes, hopefully the next comedian in the studio will make us laugh. It's a Friday. We're not talking anything serious this morning. I don't even look the part. We'll take a short break. Conversation continues shortly. Don't go anywhere.